Hello and welcome to Stampin' by Hannah. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, and I'm so happy you've chosen to join me today for this Christmas countdown project. I have got cookies for you. As you may or may not be aware, I am doing a Christmas countdown project every Friday in the lead up to Christmas, and they mainly have some sort of a cookery theme. I have been baking again this week, and I have got cookies for you. I have a cookie recipe over on my blog, link in the down bar below. They may look slightly different to these ones, but I will share my favourite cookie recipe with you. I haven't had a chance to make them, so these may be a packet mix, but you know, we're using creative license. My favourite ones are sugar cookies that have Smarties in, and I will share the recipe for those. These are a Tesco's packet mix, but it's fine. They don't look like a Tesco's packet mix, do they? Because they are in pretty packaging. How cool is that? I love these. So, you may or may not be aware that we carry cellophane bags. These are awesome and I use them all the time. I use them for packaging classes and products. I use them for, in my craft room actually, I use them for preparing when I'm filming lots of things and I've got lots of bits that I need to show you. I put them in cellophane bags, and we've got several different sizes. These are the 6x4 version, and they fit a cookie in just perfectly, unless you make cookies that are the same size as a dinner plate, which is what mine normally look like, I've got to say. I like cookies, I can't help it. So we're going to make the topper for these today. I have already made the cookie and I haven't eaten it, and I'm very proud of myself because I haven't eaten it yet. It will be getting eaten, I can guarantee. So this one is in Dapper Denim and Berry Burst, but I have got slightly more Christmassy Pear Pizzazz and Old Olive. And actually I've got a different green altogether in the fact that I've got Wild Wasabi cardstock. So your cardstock measures 4 inches by 3 inches and is scored already at 1.5 to give you a kind of tent. Now this is a size I cut a lot. It's a size that I use for table settings as well, for wedding centerpieces and things. Really handy little size to have on hand. So I've got that, and then I've got a piece of Whisper White that measures 3 3/4 inches by 1 1/4. That is our bit of Whisper White for the stamping on. I have got 2 stamp sets today. Tiny wee little project. 2 stamp sets and a die set. I'm sorry, I can't help it. So the first one, I can't help myself, this Christmas catalogue, it's got so many gorgeous things in it that I have to use them all at once. So I have got the Snowflake Sentiments bundle and I'm loving this. I've got heaps of projects coming to you with this one. I think I might even do a themed week coming up because it's just beautiful. So I have used 1 stamp and 1 die, to be honest, and that is this lovely snowflake and then this die here, which is stunning, and I have cut it out of vellum. How pretty is that? Can you see that? It's gorgeous. So, and I've already done that bit because who wants to watch me poke all those little holes out of a piece of vellum? Nobody's got time for that. But I have got a little bit of stamping. So our snowflake, and I have got a piece of scrap paper because I'm going to stamp off and I don't want to make a mess of yet another piece of grid paper. So Pear Pizzazz ink, and we are going for green snowflakes. Yes, I know it's a little bit unorthodox, but I don't care. The original one is in Dapper Denim, and I've just stamped the Dapper Denim off as well. So that is that piece, and we are going to grab our adhesive and we're going to just stick that straight on there like that. I'm going to grab my adhesive again and I'm going to add a little bit of Fast Fuse onto the back of my vellum. Now the thing about Fast Fuse and vellum is that Fast Fuse is clear. So sometimes, and I don't know if I'm going to get away with it today, sometimes you can actually get away with it sticking it straight down and you won't see it. Haha, like so. Can you see the adhesive on there? Because I can't. You might be able to on camera actually. To the naked eye, not so much. So we've then got a piece, I've got, Oh, my brain is not working at all. I've got some Whisper White Baker's Twine, and I'm going to just tie this around and attempt to tie a nice bow on camera, which is always a possibility that it might not happen, because I am, as always, quite bow challenged. I still have a how-to video planned for how to tie a pretty bow, and the trick with that one is that I have to teach myself how to do it first. That's kind of the way that I work. If I can teach I learn by teaching other people. So quite often I will have made one of something and I will share it with you on video, because that's how I learn best to do something. That's how I've got myself through degrees and all sorts, is by literally teaching somebody else how to do it, and then by magic I can suddenly do it. It's crazy. So I'm going to just grab my ribbon scissors and just chop the end off of there. I'll pull that around a little bit. And then I've got a little bit more stamping. I have got the label alphabet. I love this. It's so pretty. And I have already pulled out all the letters that spell cookies. And this is one of those tips that I don't share very often. When I'm stamping with lots of little stamps or letters, tons of letters, I will pull them all out and put them on a clear block. That way I can't lose them. And then I will then pull off the ones that I need to spell the word. So, I need the C first. I'm going to stamp in Early Espresso. And I'm hoping it'll fit up here. And then I just take them back off and put them on that clear block. And that way I haven't got lots of clear stamps kind of floating around my desk, which is always a possibility. If your desk looks anything like mine does usually, you've got no chance of finding anything. Now these stamps are so pretty, and the idea is that you overlap them just a little bit, and it gives that look of a kind of Dymo label maker, old-fashioned one. And the font's gorgeous. So I've now got Early Espresso ink on my fingers, so I guarantee that I will then put it onto something and make a horrible, dirty thumbprint. Oh, and I'm throwing everything. Oh, it's been a very long morning. Very, very, very long morning. I'm going to hand cut this out. Really, really simply. You could, if you had time, cut round each individual kind of letter and make it really pretty. But I'm not going to do that because I haven't got time for that. If I was making 100 of these for a craft fair, I wouldn't have time for that. So I'm going to grab my little edge of my dimensionals. Don't forget to use the edges of your dimensionals, they are still adhesive. Pop a little bit of dimensional on the back. And then there, like so. And then all we need to do next is attach it onto our cellophane bag. Now I have stapled the top of this cellophane bag already, just so that it's a bit easier and it'll stay closed by itself. And then I have got tear and tape. So I'm going to tear a bit off. I'm going to tear it in half. I'm going to put half on the front and half on, or half on the back and half on the front of our what to call it, little cookie bag topper. I'm going to pull both of the backings off, and then if you lay your cookie on, or your cellophane bag onto there, onto that adhesive, that will stick, and then onto that, and there we have two very different looking but super cute cookies. Thank you ever so much for joining me. As always, anything you've seen in this video can be purchased from my online store. You will also find the recipe for the cupcakes on my blog. You can find the link to my store in the down bar below, or you can go via my blog at stampinbyhannah.co.uk. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you again next time. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.